Hey, what is up guys? My name is Shakem Beckford, and I didn't write a script for this video either. Sometimes it's good to not write a script because I lose some of the feeling when I write a script. So I just want to talk about these things the way I feel about them. So in today's video, I'm going to be counting down the top 5 Hyrule Field themes in my opinion. Now number 5 is technically not a Hyrule Field thing because it's the entire overworld, but you know, it was because of limitations, so I'm gonna count it in as a Hyrule Field theme. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so I talked about number 5, and I'm gonna start off the list with the Hyrule Field theme from the first ever Zelda game, Zelda NES. This is probably one of the most iconic Hyrule Field themes. Now, I didn't put it higher on the list because, well, yeah, it's good and all, but it really gets to you after you hear it for a while. But it's funny how simple it is on a console that it isn't even that powerful, but yet it gives you that sense of adventure, makes you want to go for it and step forward like a master, like a true swordsman, like the hero you are, and go find those Triforce pieces. So that is why the original theme is on number 5. And it's been remixed many times, but I won't put the remixes in here. It kind of feels like the same thing, like Termina Field from Majora's Mask. It's technically this theme. So, let's move on to number 4. And number 4, we've got another one, which is pretty iconic. The Hyrule Field theme from Ocarina of Time. The first time you step out on the 3D land, you see that huge open space for you to explore. It just hits you, that beautiful sound. Wow, it just screams adventure. But the only thing I had problems with in Ocarina of Time, Hyrule Field was really kind of empty and lonely. There wasn't really much to do there. It was just this big open space with a bad soundtrack. And I say bad, I mean good, because in Jamaica, bad means good. And that's the thing, it just had this good soundtrack, this very good soundtrack with nothing really behind it. So, yeah, it's pretty good, but there's nothing to really do to this song to make it memorable. And it really kind of dies down the further you go down and in the game, because you kind of get tired of hearing it all the time, because there isn't much to distract you from the sound. So it's basically just you walking and the sound playing. So it's going to get old real quick. But I still love it, and I have to put it at number 4. So, in number 3, we've got the Hyrule Field theme from Breath of the Wild. Now, you may be asking me if I'm crazy, because there isn't really much going on in this theme. It's just literally some piano notes now and then, you know. But that's the thing about it. It's so simple, you're barely hearing anything. But yet it's so amazing. Because it really fits the theme of the game, really. You're in the wild. The song is there. Oh, it's a little bit there, you know. But you can hear the wild and everything, and it just blends in perfectly with what's going on. It's soft and simple. You know, Hyrule is in ruins and all of that. It doesn't make sense to have an enormous, loud soundtrack with screams adventure, really. It's just a nice, soft one to let you know that, well, there's still hope even though Hyrule is in this state. And it actually just fits the game perfectly. I don't think it would fit the other games because I wouldn't like it in another game. Like, I wouldn't like it in Ocarina of Time. But it just fits Breath of the Wild perfectly. And this is one of the ways that I rank these themes because of how they fit the game. So, without further ado, let's step on to number 2. Alright, so number 2 is kind of like cheating, because, well, it's the Laurel theme from A Link Between Worlds, And yes, it is kind of Hyrule. It's the dark version of Hyrule. I prefer this version over the one in A Link to the Past because of one reason. This one is catchy as heck. This one is I just loved it. I just loved it. Those guitars. Oh my goodness. I just loved every moment of that soundtrack. And the funny thing about it is I don't even own a 3DS. I played it on another person's 3DS and they wouldn't even get that thing back. I was so into this game just because of the soundtrack. I just wanted to search the entire Hyrule. But yeah, you know, it's basically just, it's kind of like a remake of A Link to the Past in a different kind of way. It's a different kind of remake that we've never seen before. I like that about it. But yes, this theme was just one of those themes that were just amazing. Like, it's just awesome. The one in A Link to the Past is also great, but this one is catchier. Like, I would be singing to it the entire time because it's nicer to hear. I guess because of the hardware limitations for A Link to the Past, it wasn't as good as this one that we had on the 3DS, but I gotta say, it was awesome. And without further ado, let's move on to number 1. And my favorite, my absolute favorite Hyrule Field theme from the Zelda franchise is no other than the Hyrule Field theme from Twilight Princess. Yeah, this theme is just it's so, like, it took you forever to get to Hyrule Field, to be honest, in this game. Like, you're there in Ordon Village for like the entire thing. You even went to Hyrule Castle before making your way to Hyrule Field. And wow, when you step on that and then you hear that soundtrack hit you, wow. It just yells adventure. The thing sounds like some kind of march. That's the thing. It's telling you to march forward. It's telling you to go forward. It's telling you, go and adventure. Those trumpets, they give you so much hope. They give you a reason to play the game. It gives you a reason to look all around the place. You want to search the entire Hyrule for what you can find. You want to adventure every little thing that you see. And I like that when the enemy is near, it just nicely blends into the soundtrack, just like Ocarina of Time one did. But this one is a little better. It's smooth. It doesn't even sound like anything has happened. It doesn't even sound like it has been changed. But you can slightly hear that. You can hear that enemy battle music in the background, and it's just perfect for the game. It's just awesome. I just don't even know what to say about this one. This one is just so great. Like, I've always loved this one, and no matter how many times I listen to it, I never get tired of hearing it. That's how this one beats the others. Like, no matter how many times you can hear this theme, you're not really gonna get tired of it. The others, they might get old after a while, but this one is different, and that is what I love about this, and this is why it's number 1 for me. Hey, before you go, I just want to thank you once again for watching this video. Your support means the world to me. If you have some free time on your hands, why not stop by my social media to show a little support? Remember to subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates and get notified about new videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay fresh. Bye-bye now.